Hey there, good morning, greetings, and welcome here to the Prog Monster channel. My name is Murph, and I am the host of this show. So it's the end of the month, and at the end of the month, it's always time to do new prog albums that I bought, were given to me, or I acquired in some less than dubious manner. Anyways, we're going with a little, I'm not sure what it is, some kind of tea. Anyway, so we've got 14 here, 14 new albums. We're going to start with the Australian connection here, or They Came from the Land Down Under. A couple albums that Ben sent me via the mail, along with this lovely hat, which I'm going to display today. The last couple days I left it at work and thought I lost it. Anyways, we're back here to do this episode. I'm going to do the two Australian albums first, then I'll do the prog albums, and I'll break them into genres as we go along. So the first one that Ben gave me is this one, and I was very happy to get this album. When I saw this coming out along with this one, I was extremely happy to get these. They're difficult to get here, and I was happy to get them, and we're just going to take them out of these holders here. The first one is Master's Apprentice. This is a toast of Panama red. So as you can see, it's a sleeve covered thing. Got a picture of the band members on the back, kind of looking a little bit in the X-ray vision type thing. I've always kind of liked this cover. I'm never quite sure what they were attempting to accomplish. Obviously, it looks like a bulldog. Then on the inside, you have a little kind of booklet on the album, which I will open and show you. It's kind of a page, actually. See if I can get it all the way out. There you go. And then, of course, the album, which is Big Pink. It's in another sleeve, which I'm going to bring out so you can see it. There it is. Great shape. I thank Ben highly for this album. Very difficult for me to get here for any kind of a reasonable price, even if I can find it in the first place. So that is the first album today, the Toast of Panama Red. I just want to get everything back in here. And there you go. So the second album on the list today is the other one that he sent me, which is Master's Apprentice. I do believe this is the debut album. Although for some reason when I see this, I always think it as Choice Cuts. So perhaps that's what the debut album was called. I guess I should have looked that up before it came on. However, I didn't. Again, in that sleeve to hold it in place. Take it out. Pretty much the same setup here. Got the album in a cover, front and back parts here. Comes again, once again, with the Master's Apprentice little sheet here on the album. And then once again, the album again in a pink kind of a sleeve here. Take the album out gently here so not to disturb it. In great shape, of course. Pretty sure these are brand new. Yeah. So happy to get both of these albums. To me, these are the big hits of this month's collection. A couple of albums that are difficult to get, but I've long wanted both. And I'm quite happy to have them now. So there you go. So the next albums up are... We got some progressive stuff here. Most of these, I believe, two new, two used. We'll actually do the used ones first. So the first one that's used is in a sleeve like this with the receipts in there for that day's purchase. Don't need that anymore. So this is Geddy Lee's My Favorite Headache. Probably should have bought this album years ago, but for some reason I kept skipping over it. Not really sure why. I kind of like the cover a bit. and it kind of proceeds into the rest of the inside of the album as well. This is the disc. It's a used disc, but looks really good. Of course, on Anthem Records, no doubt. I think I slid it in too far. There it is. So there it is, Geddy Lee's My Favorite Headache. This was released back in 2000, I believe. The only solo album he's done. Of course, Alex did one too. Alex predates Geddy's, but still really good. The next one out is this one, which was happy to get. This is the debut album from Caravan. I believe this is their debut. I think it's their debut album anyways. So it's a used copy. They had it. I was happy to get it. In very good condition, almost like brand new, really. And yeah, it is their debut, because you'll see the list of Caravan albums here. And this one was one that I wanted. There's a band that really has grown on me over the last couple of years, and so I was happy to get that one. Next up, we'll do the other Caravan one, which is their second studio album. This one's brand new, so we're going to open this up. This was Caravan. If I could do it all over again, I'd do it all over you. Yeah. Now that doesn't surprise me at all. That is the way Caravan. Oh, I just pushed too hard and I just cracked the cover, as you can see. Pushed with my thumb. Bad idea. Now I got to replace that, but that's okay. I don't mind it if I broke it. I hate it when it comes and they broke it. That part I don't care for. Anyways, it's because of this plastic they put on it. It seals the album well, but it's difficult to get off, to say the least. You know, and you don't want to use a knife because it's just going to scratch the album. You should have, actually, with these plastic things, you should put like a little seam on the edge here. You just peel and pull them right out. Anyways, I cracked it, but I will replace it. So let's see how it looks on the inside. Basically, it's got that green cover, which I find appealing. Album looks good. This is I believe this is their second album. If somebody knows out there, they can leave it in the comments. I believe it's their second album. I'm just going to see if I can get this booklet out of here. Yep, there it is. It's got a little booklet in here. List of songs, a little bit about the album, of course. Some notes on the album, which I will definitely read. Just pages of reading. And there you go. There it is, Caravan. Next up is another. This was the last album that came. It just came a couple days late. I thought for a while there I might not get it. It looks like a digipack here. This is Jade Worrier's released album. Very simple cover here compared to a lot of their albums. A list of the songs on the back. So we're going to open it and see what else we get in it. This one is kind of the same. I'll try to use this pen here. No, I don't want to do that. That'll mark it up. Oh, I know. Use this. Guess I should bring a knife with me. The problem is that when I bring a knife, I'm tempted to use it, and then it's a problem. So, take this plastic cover off. Brand new album, of course. Jade Worrier is the name of the band, and the album is called Release. As you can see, it's got a similar color style, a kind of a beige color. Album looks great. It's a digipack, as you can see. I do like this kind of inside part of the cover here. Quite interesting. It's got that typical kind of Jade Worrier. I guess it's a little like a mascot that they use on most of their albums, or inside their albums at the very least. Comes with a booklet as well. Album cover. Back album, which has all of the information on it. Then you go inside, you have a list of the tracks, and at the bottom there you can see a list of the members playing on the album, the band members. They actually have a drummer on this album. That's kind of nice. Again, a book with another picture. If I can get it open here. Yeah, I guess this is basically telling the story of this album or of the band, one or the other. Usually it's one or the other. There's a nice picture of them all here, or at least 3 of them anyways. And again, so that's it for the Jade Worrier. This one I'm looking forward to. I kind of like this band. They're very different on all of their albums. They never really made it kind of big, but they have a fair number of studio albums now. There was a couple that they made that they never released, and in recent years when somebody else got a hold of them, they released those albums as well. And they've actually done some of their own since then, I believe. So that's released from Jade Worrier. And now the other new one so that's it for the prog albums for the month. So now we have some of the what I would call hard rock albums. We'll do those first. There's 3 of them here. We'll do the 2 used ones first. So these are both from Amboy Dukes. I for some reason was calling them Amboy Dukes, but I think there's another band called that. I think that's where my mistake was. So this is Amboy Dukes. This is, of course, features Ted Nugent. I believe this is their debut. All 6 of them here. Album itself is in really, it's okay. It's not as great as I was hoping it would be, but it's pretty damn good. And then you, of course, have their opening booklet here. It's a folder that folds in, and then there's a back page with the band and a picture on the back of each of the individual members. Of course, the main guy in the band is Ted Nugent, and eventually took control of the band, and then eventually just changed it into Ted Nugent's band, right? Amboy Dukes. The second one is also an Amboy Dukes album. This is Amboy Dukes' Journey to the Center of the Mind. I think this is considered their best album. Again, this one was a little more pricey. I think it's a longer album. Maybe I'm wrong. So here is the CD. It's a jewel case, of course. Then you got the little book. Again, a fold-out type book. This one's a little bit bigger. So you got all this stuff on the inside and outside here, and then this is the inside actually here. Gives you a list of the tracks, gives you a list of the mainstream tracks. So I think it's all the songs plus a bit of a collection of other add-ons. I could be unsure about that. Nope, I'm not sure what this is. Oh, these are just other mainstream collections. And then you have the page with all of the tracks in it, and then a picture of the band members there in the corner. So that's Amboy Duke's Journey to the Center of the Mind. Now, I believe early on they were a little bit more on the psychedelic sound. Maybe I'm wrong. But the other hard rock one I got was the new release, which I've done a video on this if you want to watch it. On my What's New album list. You'll be able to find it there. It's called Splat. This is their Deep Purple's newest album, which I listened to entirely online, so I wouldn't spoil this day. So this is new for me, opening it up. So it's a 3 opening. So you have this back part. This is the front and the back page, and then the middle of that with a list of the tracks. On the inside, you've got some almost monolithic looking things. Now, in addition to that, you'll probably have the CD on one side. Yes, here it is. Obviously in great condition. Looks very much like the inside of the book. In addition to that, I probably think there's probably a book. Yes, here's the book. And then you've got like opening it. It's all yellow on the inside in some parts. And some parts looking much like the inside cover. It looks like it alternates between the yellow and the gray. I'm not sure what that animal is supposed to be. Probably some type of horse. The only horse in town. So I think these are just pictures to coincide with some of the lyrical parts inside. There it is again. And the last page, which is this one. On the last page, do they give... nope, they don't. It's at the front page. Yep. Very front page, give a list of the artists in Deep Purple at the time. And so, a pretty decent book. I think I got this for a reasonable price. Can't remember. Might have been like 23 bucks or something. I was happy to get it. I think this is actually maybe their best album in the last decade or so. I enjoyed it. So it's definitely their hardest album for sure. Next up, we're going to do a couple of country rock or rock music with some country overtones in it. So we're going to be talking about the Eagles here. This is their On the Border album, which is new for me. I don't think I've actually heard anything on this. Possibly. I won't know until I actually listen to it. But of course, we're going to be doing the ranking for the Eagles discography probably at the end of the month or the beginning of September, one or the other. The end of August or the beginning of September. Of course, it's in great condition because it's brand new. Actually, it's not brand new. It's a used one, but it's still really in good condition. It's got a little bit of a booklet, not much. Basically 2 pages. List of the tracks, and then on the back you have the members of the band, which include Glenn Frey, Don Henley, Bernie Lydon, Randy Meisner, and a late arrival Don Felder on electric guitar. So I'm not sure what is trying to be achieved here with this photo. Obviously it's an eagle holding a snake. Not really sure what that is in the middle there. I'll have to look at it, see if I can figure out what it is. So that's the Eagles. Got this primarily for the ranking at the end of the month. And then the last Eagle album that they ever released, this is Eagles' Long Road Out of Eden, their last studio album. It also has a list of the songs on the back of the 4 of them walking in the desert. It is a fold-out booklet type thing, nothing on the inside. I mean, as far as the inside cover, except for them walking across the desert. And then you also have, I like this feature. If they're going to put it in booklets, I prefer this feature where you can actually take it out. It slides out. That's generally the idea, but maybe not. Oh, I see what that is. So here's the CD. And if I'm wrong, correct me, but this is a double album, CD album. So the other CD, of course, will be on this side along with the booklet. Oh, I was wrong. I am wrong. There is only the one CD. So I see what they... Oh, I see it. The other CD's on the there's a flap on the inside, and the other CD's on the inside. I've not opened one of these before. So there it is, Eagle 1 and Eagle 2. The Eagle has landed, and then of course you have the booklet, The Long Road Out of Eden. Just a normal book. It's a nice kind of hard paper type. Some decent pictures. This is all lyrical parts, I believe. Pictures of the band members, of course. I think that's Don Henley there. And they're quite a bit older in this one because I'm not sure, but I'll look here in a second. There's Timothy. And Joe Walsh here at the back here. And then a picture of a pair of boots. And this red page here has who's in the band, which consists of Glenn Frey, Don Henley, Joe Walsh, and Timothy B. Schmidt. and a host of other people that actually played on the album as well. And this, it doesn't say when it was released. Nope, 2007 maybe. Sounds about right. Okay, so there you go. And so you got this little booklet that goes in one side. It's very similar to the cover. And then the double CDs are going in this side. So that's the Eagles. They're the last two that I don't own by them. The very last CD by them. And then the other one is the third album by them, On the Border, which is the other one that I did not own. Okay, we also, next up we have the James Gang, a band that I've started really to discover. This is Thirds, so I'm assuming this is their third album. I don't think Joe Walsh is on this album. However, my bills and receipts are here. Just wondering where they went. So you've got the CD on the inside. Good shape as always. You got the back and front covers of this. And then this is actually a bit of a fold out, I believe. I think it's going, yeah, it is. It's a fold out. Wasn't sure. So it gives you some information in the blue there, and then the back cover, and then the front cover. And then on the inside, you have all of the written information about the band and the songs. And the band here is the James Gang players, Joe Walsh, Jim Fox, Dale Peters, all playing on this. So you know that I quite liked the other album I have, which is called Year. And so I saw this one. I said, I'm going to grab it. And I did. There you go. Thirds by the James Gang. And we have two albums left. One of them is kind of a folky album, I guess, or hard rock folky. This is Neil Young's debut album. This is also a used one. That's a good picture of him there, actually, a portrait, I guess. It's got the list of all the tracks, if I can show it, on the back. We can get it open here. It's in a jewel case. Album's in good shape, as you can see. Then you also have a little booklet, not a huge one, but a little one. He's got this. He's got a list of the tracks and a picture of him in a kitchen. And then stuff written in his old handwork. I think these are probably lyrics. All the lyrics for the album are all written in his hand, as you can see throughout the entire book. And yeah, that's the purpose of the booklet, is to give you written lyrics of the songs on the album in Neil Young's hand. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't think I've seen that before. Not on any of the albums I have, anyways. And there's Neil Young debut album. And then the very last album here, a pop kind of rocker. I would call this a rock and roll album. That's what I would call it. And we're just going to peel it out of its plastic. Sorry, somebody's vacuuming the rug in the hallway. And of course, this is Foreign Tongues by the Rolling Stones, their newest album. It opens up into a kind of melange of pictures that it's actually kind of common for the Rolling Stones. They like to do this kind of melange of pictures of each of the members. You have the disc in one side. I don't really like the way they arranged this because I've seen this before. It's difficult. So the CD, you have to get it from the inside of the cover and pull it out. It's in good shape for now, but it will be difficult to keep it that way if you have to keep sliding it in and out of this thing all the time. And then you have the booklet, if I can get it out here. Also on the opposite side. It's a fairly extensive, thick booklet too. Feels like heavy cardboard. And of course you've got the picture on the front and then this thing on the back, whatever that is. Probably the songs all scrambled together. Then you've got all the list of the songs and the lyrics for them on each page, going through and throughout. As you can see. And then the very back page here has all the information, who's doing what, where and when. And then just a list of technical stuff and thank yous and that kind of stuff that you usually get. So this is the Rolling Stones' newest album called Foreign Tongues. Pretty decent album. I think I like the last one a little bit better, but it's still pretty good. A little more rock and rollish, this album. I think it's a little bit toned down. The last one had some fairly heavy songs in it, which was the reason I liked it so much. But yeah, overall, pretty solid album. No, I don't think it's as good as the Deep Purple one, but I think it'll do okay in my playlist when it gets there. And that is it for today. That's it for the month of July. All the new stuff and the 2 albums that Ben sent me as well from the land down under. And I hope you enjoyed it. He also sent this hat too, just in case I didn't mention it. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want, you can leave comments about any of the albums I've talked about. And actually, what I'll do is I will just re-show you them all. Just quickly, if I can get the bottom 2 separate from their plastic containers. So you've got Masters of Reality, Masters Apprentices, A Toast of Panama Red, and the debut. Although this does look like choice cuts to me, so maybe I've got it wrong. Geddy Lee's My Favorite Headache. Caravan's debut. This one, if I could do it all over again, I'd do it all over you from the Caravan. Release from Jade Worrier. As Amboy Dukes, I believe this is their self-titled debut. Amboy Dukes, what's the name of this again? Journey to Center of the Mind. You got Splat from Deep Purple, their newest album. The Eagles, On the Border. The Eagles' Long Road Out of Eden, their last studio album. The James Gang's third. Neil Young's debut. And last but not least, the Rolling Stones' newest album, Foreign Tongues. So I hope you've enjoyed this rendition of new albums released or album hauls, whatever you want to call it. And we will see you all next month at the end of August for another episode. So take care, have yourself a good day and a good evening, and goodbye here from the Prog Monster.